Hi everyone, today we are gonna talk about the best perfumes or the best fragrances for women in 2021. And in case you're looking for a new fragrance or you just want to know which fragrances I love for women at the moment, make sure you keep on watching. Hi, my name is Amanda, and on this channel we talk about all things fragrance and luxury perfumes, also some lifestyle content. So in case there's something that you like, make sure you hit the subscribe button. I'm fairly new, so I will be so happy about everyone that subscribes and also likes this video. Also make sure you leave a comment below, and don't forget to follow me on my Instagram over here. Make sure you go ahead on the description box below where I linked all of my social media links, and make sure you follow me on there as well. And yeah, let's get right into today's video. Is a highly requested one, and I have to be honest with you, for those who don't know, I think I repeat it in every single video of mine. I don't believe that there is a rule when it comes to fragrances. For me, it doesn't exist. You can wear whatever you want, whenever you want, whether you want to wear Baccarat Rouge sitting on your couch the whole day, or you want to go out with any other kind of fragrances. I don't really think that there's any rule. I also don't believe in gender fragrances, if that makes sense, but I do believe in how a fragrance can make you feel. And there are a lot of fragrances that can make you feel super feminine, and fragrances that I think are beautiful on women. However, this is not a discriminatory choice that I'm showing you here. This is simply a selection of fragrances that are always changing and are always adding more. So please don't take this video too literate, if that makes sense. I'm showing you my favorite fragrance of the moment, which is my number one fragrance, and I'm not sure if every one of you seen how speechless I was about it, but the fragrance that I'm talking about is Peregrina by Thameen, which is my first discovery of the brand. And a little backstory on how I discovered this: I actually was in Florence, where I visited the Avery Perfume store that I will link the video that I did about Florence in the description box. But basically this was love at first sniff, and what I really liked about it is I wanted to choose a fragrance of their store. They let me choose one, which was really kind, so it was a gift, I have to say, but I could choose any that I liked. And I smelled a lot, and I always was wondering about this brand because I've heard from a few people that this brand is really good, and I never had the chance to smell them here. And so I was so excited when I finally saw it, and this was literally the first fragrance that was there, and you can already see the dent I made in here. It is crazy, right? It's a 50 ml. And so I sprayed it in a glass, because basically what they have is glasses where you can spray it and then you smell the perfume a lot better. And oh my god, I just wear it right now, and it's absolutely beautiful. This is probably in my top 3 fragrances of all time. Like, I'm not exaggerating. To top this, like, I would have to choose another, like I have to find another fragrances that threw me like it just you see me now, that's how I felt. So basically this fragrance is a very beautiful ambery, a musky, but also some floral notes. I'm gonna just let you know the notes because I have them here. The top notes are jasmine, damascus, rose, gardenia, lily of the valley. The middle notes are caramel, vanilla, myrrh, oh my god, I don't know how to say that in English, amber, and ylang-ylang. And the base notes are amber, white musk, and powdery notes. So as you can tell, this fragrance is a it's rich, it's decadent. There's a decadence to this fragrance, but there's a softness as well. And when I say soft, I don't mean the lasting power, and I also don't mean the projection, because this fragrance projects. Like, I wore this a few times since I came back from Florence, and all people noticed this fragrance. And also this lasts really, really long on my skin. This is an Extra perfume, and this, I'm sorry, I'm bubbling because I'm so excited. This is an Extra, so this has a lot of it has a higher concentrate of perfume, and that makes it also last longer. The quality, how refined it is just beautiful. Also, it is named after one of the most valued pearls, Peregrina, and it's supposed to describe sensuality and elegance, if that makes sense, and it really does. For me, this is a fragrance. This makes me feel elegant, it makes me feel feminine, it makes me feel how I want to feel about myself. It's just like a good haircut, like a good makeup, like a good pair of heels. But it is not the perfume that makes you smell cheap. It's a perfume that makes you smell expensive, luxurious. Also, I really love the rose note in it. What I pick up is like rose. I pick up some flower, I pick up musk, I pick up also some caramel, and it is not super sweet. It is, honestly, this is one of the best fragrances I've ever smelled. And I know a lot of people of you, and I'm so happy about that. A lot of people bought Bleu Turqoise after I shared it, and a lot of people bought Contre, and some people even bought like Rose d'Arabie, and a lot of people loved it. So I like, there's nothing more exciting for me than when you get perfumes and you love them as much as I do. And in case you have similar tastes, you have purchased perfumes that I recommended that you loved, then I don't think you can go wrong with this. If you loved Rose d'Arabie or loved Armani Privé, not that this is exactly similar at all, it has nothing to do with Rose d'Arabie, Bleu Turqoise. It's similar. I mean, it's not similar to Rose d'Arabie. I don't want to say that because Rose d'Arabie is very strong and although very oriental. This has an oriental touch, but is not completely oriental. And yeah, I really, really love this. It doesn't, I saw that it says white floral, and I don't really pick white floral that much. There are some floral notes, but they're super well blended. I just can say that I'm obsessed with this fragrance. For me, when I smelled it, I thought this must be like $400 because there's a lot of fragrances that are around the price range of $300-400 that I feel don't match the quality of this one. And I think this is £190, so I think this is more than a fair price. I wish they had a body lotion. I will check out Thameen fragrances more because yes, I'm absolutely in love. And I love the bottle and the magnetic top. Also the atomizer is really, really high quality, so I will definitely exploring this brand furthermore. So yeah, I talked a lot about this fragrance, but it's new. I've never talked about this before, so I wanted to give you the full scope as well because I'm absolutely in love with it. And yeah, I link all the fragrances below, so in case you want to purchase them, I will really be happy if you could do that via my affiliate link. That would be really amazing. So yeah, let's go to the next one. The next one that I'm going to talk to you about, I don't have at the moment. I will purchase it, I think, in the next few months. I'm on a no buy and I don't want to break it. I just don't think it's worth it at the moment because I have a new fragrance that I mostly enjoy that I think will be a special fragrance to me, if you know what I mean. So one of the fragrances that I wanted to talk to you about is Santa Eulalia's Nectar, and I've smelled this also in Florence, and I was like, I need to tell the girls about it. I need to tell you about it because so many women love tropical fragrance. So many people love fragrances that make you feel like you're on vacation, Au Soleil Blanc and so on and so forth. And I think I like them, but I think it's so difficult to find one that smells elegant and sophisticated and not just like any other coconut body spray out there, right? And when I smelled this fragrance, I was like, wow, this is probably the best tropical fragrance that I've ever smelled. So I tell you, the top notes are citrus, coconut, heart notes are white flowers and vanilla, and base notes are lily of the valley, fruits of the hinterlands. And yeah, this is not a super well-known brand, so this one is an absolute gem because, you know, I don't believe that you have to have a fragrance that not a lot of people know, but it's just nice when you find a fragrance that is not yet super popular because you get to enjoy it a little bit for yourself and you also get to introduce it as your signature scent. And I think this fragrance will be a great fragrance, especially in summer. You can wear it all year round, but I think this would be a great fragrance for someone who really loves, for a woman who really loves to smell tropical, an island girl, okay? If you are Caribbean, Jamaican, I mean, you can even be from the UK because UK practically is an island, right? You can be from everywhere, there's no rules, but I think this would, a woman that just is fierce, that smells, you know, there are women, and I have to really say there's a lot of women that smell really good, like they smell like coconut butter, moisturized. I see these kind of women wearing this. I don't know, I see important people wearing this fragrance on their yacht vacation. This fragrance for me really is a perfect vacation fragrance, and it has, you know, a lot of people are looking for a fragrance that you can wear on vacation but doesn't smell cheap. They want to enter the room or to enter the beach club and just smell elegant but still expensive and still tropical, and this one is the perfect one. And also the price is very, very good in my opinion for a niche fragrance. It comes in a 70 ml and it's also linked below. Next one is for those girls who are the cool girl. I don't know, I think I see this fragrance, I don't know, if you're from New York, you are effortlessly beautiful and you just dress nice, you just put on a t-shirt and a jeans and some nice boots and you look great, then this is for you. So the next fragrance is Monoscent G, A Lab on Fire. And so this one is actually a molecular fragrance and it has the molecule galaxolide. And I tried this, to have two of the monoscents and I preferred this one and I thought this was really beautiful. It's a woody scent, but I do believe it is better than Eccentric Molecules number 2 and 1. Yes, I said it, I think it's better. So in case these are your fragrances or you like gypsy water and you like this kind of molecular kind of feel, then you should get this. I really do believe so. This one is a fragrance that made me feel cool, that made me feel, I don't know, you know, I mean, I will say expensive and luxurious a lot because I think that's what a fragrance has to make you feel. You know what I mean? It has to make you feel elevated. This fragrance really does make you feel elevated, and this fragrance is very, very good in case you love molecular fragrances and you love fragrances that are, I mean, what I love about molecular fragrances, and I think why a lot of people like it, it's not an obvious fragrance because not everyone smells the molecules, and this is a fragrance that you smell 2 meters away if you can smell the molecule. If you cannot, you know, these are the fragrances that come and go, and so it's a very intriguing and curious way of a fragrance, because people, when they sit next to you, basically they're like, what is it? And then they don't smell it again, and then it comes again. And what I also had, I don't know about you, but actually I know a girl, she has a molecular fragrance and it's actually an eau toilette, weirdly enough. When I met her the other day, she was wearing it and I smelled it on my clothes. So you don't need to have a super strong fragrance in order to be smelled, and I know a lot of people get headaches from very strong fragrances, so yeah, this would be a very great choice. Then the next fragrance that I want to show you as well is Y from Avery, and this one is a woody, warm and spicy perfume, and the top notes are coffee, saffron, the middle notes are geranium, rose petals, lily of the valley, and the base notes are oud, myrrh, sandalwood, guaiac wood and cedar. The notes I read from Fragrantica, but when I was in the store, they actually told me that it has also peach in it, and I thought that was very, very, very intriguing, and I think this smells really beautiful. I had the feeling that this smells like a fruity oud kind of fragrance. So if you're a woman that loves oud fragrances and you want something different but you still want to be true to the oud smell, then this one would be a really amazing option. I will definitely get this. I thought this was really, really gorgeous, and I actually had the feeling that there was a fruity aspect to it. So it does have the oudy notes to it, but it's not the oud that is heavy and animalic in my opinion. I felt like this was an oud that was very comforting, very beautiful, reminiscing of Dubai, but has some parts of a fruity note to it. And he told me there was peach in it. I don't see it on Fragrantica, but then sometimes some notes are missing, so we don't know. But if you're looking for a great new oud fragrances, not a lot of people have, then check out Y by Avery Perfume. Fragrance that I want to show you is Bergamotto di Calabria, which is for the girls that love a fresh scent. So of all of my girls that love fresh perfumes, they're looking for a new fragrance, I can highly recommend this one. For me, this fragrance is the best fresh scent I've smelled. I have to be honest, I'm not a fan of fresh fragrances, just because it's just not my cup of tea on my skin. I'm not a fan of it. It's not what I want to smell like, but I like it on other people, and I can still think that they're gorgeous, just not on me. I just don't fit me. But this one I really, really love. I've mentioned this in my perfume layering fragrance video, and I think this is absolutely gorgeous. This is a fragrance that has a citrusy note but also some musky notes that shouldn't scare you away, because the citrusy scents are very much there. And I love to layer this, and this lasts actually quite a long time for a citrusy scent. So if you're looking for a fresh scent but you're still wearing, I don't know which fragrance, you should change it, because this one, excuse me, this literally smells like Italy. For me, this smells like the Amalfi Coast. Absolutely beautiful. And you know, there's no rules. Like, of course, a lot of people don't go on holiday at the moment, but you can still wear something fresh. Even more so because it can remind you of the Amalfi Coast. Imagine you're walking in winter and you don't like winter and you smell like the Amalfi Coast. It sure does makes things better, right? I'm gonna let you know the notes. Described as a citrus woody aromatics perfume. The top notes are bergamot, petit grain, Paraguay, pepper, pink pepper, and the middle notes are orange blossom, neroli, jasmine. Base notes are hyacinth, vetiver, sandalwood, iris, and musk. So this is gorgeous if you love a fresh scent. Then the next one on the list is, how can I not put this in a fragrance that I like for women? It's Gran Balo by Casamorati line from Xerjoff, and look at the tint, guys. I really worn this. And okay, so this fragrance is funny because I would never go for these kind of notes, and it intrigued me. And for me, this fragrance is for a woman that likes to be, I don't know, I see a bombshell wearing this fragrance. This has some floral notes, it's sweet, but it's still on an elevated version. It's not like the overly sweet designer fragrances smell. Not that there's anything wrong with designer fragrances, but you know what I mean. There are some that are overly sweet that just make you feel, oof, it's a little bit too much. This one is really, really beautiful, and I really enjoyed wearing this. There is a flower note that I really smell a lot, and I just think this is so gorgeous. This is like a princess kind of scent. I'm sure this color reminds you, look, the light changed. I'm sorry, I'm doing it with daylight, so if the light changes, apologies. But this kind of fragrance reminds me, you know, the color. This actually reminds me of the color, not the scent. The color reminds me of the new Perfumes de Marly Orianna fragrance. And by the way, I've tried it. I haven't made a video on it because I didn't get a full bottle. But if you want to hear my Orianna fragrance review from what I smelled first, not full review, I'm just gonna do one after that because yeah, I wanted to talk to you anyway about it, and it's been a long time. So yeah, this one is really for the girly kind of girl that loves to wear pink, but you can also wear this if you know, there's no rules, but this one reminds me of that. And I'm gonna let you know the notes as well. Put off the lamp because it was like flashing, and I opened the window, so in case it's a different image, it's just like I tried to adjust the light because I like to film with daylight. I just feel like, yeah, anyways. So the notes of the caramel, honeysuckle, gardenia, vanilla, jasmine, and amber. And so yeah, this is it. A quick word to Orianna, the new fragrance from Perfumes de Marly. I tried it on the weekend, and I was really excited when I saw it in store because I didn't expect it to be here in Switzerland. So I was actually really, really looking forward in testing it. And I have to be honest with you, so the first time I smelled it, the first spray, there's a slight touch of Love Don't Be Shy, just a slight touch of the marshmallow. A lot of people are talking about it, by the way, as you might have seen. Why is it that whenever I feel there's noise outside? Anyways, hope it doesn't bother you. So it started off a little bit that, but then after 2 minutes it set down, and it was a really nice fragrance. But if you're aware of Middle Eastern sweets, or if you're aware of North African sweets, then this would remind you of this, because I was with a friend and we both thought this reminds us of the sweets that you do in the North Africa, which are like, you know, it's not just baklava, because baklava is like just one type, but it's like with the different of cakes. And you know, a lot of times they use rose water and orange blossom, I think, fleur d'oranger it's called, and they used to, did you see the sun now? It's changing again. Anyways, we let it. And that's really what it smelled like. It smelled like, it reminded me of these oriental, it reminded me of Middle Eastern and North African cakes, dessert. And so as much as I like it, I wouldn't want to smell like that. Just because it reminds me of that, like I would be like, where's the food? And then when it sets down, it's actually like a milky kind of smell to me, but I wasn't stunned. See why people like it, let's say that. Then finishing off with 3 fragrances, because there's so many I could say. Then the next fragrance that I have to put in this list is Bleu Turqoise by Armani Privé, that I've talked a lot about and that I've recommended to so many and that a lot of people buy it. I love this fragrance for a mystery kind of woman, a woman that wants to smell mysterious, a woman that wants to smell different. This for me is a powerhouse fragrance. It lasts super long, and also it smells like nothing else. It has a lot of different kind of notes, but basically what it smells like is like a spa luxury vacation. And what I love about this fragrance is actually the way it sets. So the more you wear it, the better it gets, and the more you wear it, the more the vanilla comes through with the salt. So there's some salt notes in it, and it actually has been created by the founder of Matière Première, and I'm absolutely obsessed with fragrance. This is also in my top 3 because this one is just a stunning different kind of fragrance. If you smell this on someone, you're like, I've never smelled this before. I know, like, no one talked about this before. I'm not saying that I influenced it. I'm sure a lot of people noticed it, but if I would pass by people that smell like this, I would ask, was it me? Was it me that recommended it to you? Because it's so gorgeous, and I've showed it to a couple of my friends. You know, I'm this kind of friend. When I find something great, I have to let you know, because otherwise I can't sleep, because I want you to feel excited about products as I do. The fragrance that I'm showing you that obviously is in this list, and I know you're all sick of it, but I'm gonna keep on mentioning it because it's one of my favorites. It's the Contre by Louis Vuitton, and thank you to everyone who buys this, because wow. This fragrance was also love at first sniff for me, and I'm absolutely in love with it. This is a green herby vanilla. It doesn't smell like anything I've ever smelled before. For me, this is a first lady kind of fragrance. If you love lunching in extremely expensive hotels, old hotels, if you smell like this, then I would assume that your style is very inspired by first ladies, because this is first lady fragrance for me. This is an effortless fragrance for me. I mean, when I wear this, I just feel like I feel really beautiful, and I feel really confident, but I feel soft, I feel considerate. This is really, really gorgeous, and it's not your average vanilla fragrance, and I think for me in the top vanilla fragrance. Last one on the fragrance list is Kirke by Tiziana Terenzi. I think this is a great fragrance that I love on women. I think this is so beautiful. If you love looking for a fruity fragrance and you love fruity notes in fragrance, but you want something more elevated, I think Kirke is perfect, because it does have some musky undertones. This does actually really smell very similar to Herba Pura. I'm gonna link both of them below. For me, this is a tiny bit more sweeter and a tiny bit more heavier than Herba Pura and from Xerjoff, and it's really beautiful. I will say though that Tiziana Terenzi perfume have a very particular DNA. I think either you love them or you don't. I don't really think that you need a lot of their perfumes, because they do have a similar DNA. So if you have this and maybe another one from them, then that's sufficient, I think. But yeah, I really love this. I wore this a lot this summer. Yeah, it's so gorgeous. I love to wear this for date night. If you're looking for a fragrance for date night, then you should go for this. I also wanted to let you know the most 3 long-lasting fragrances of the bunch that I showed you. It's definitely Bleu Turqoise, which lasts really, really long. Also my new beauty over here, which is Peregrina. And then I would say Contre also lasts really long. You see, these are my top 3 fragrances at the moment. If I would have to choose 3 fragrances of my collection, which is I think impossible, I would choose these 3, because these are my signature scents. I wear the others as well, but I keep on going back to these fragrances just because they make me feel really, really great, and that's the point. And I'm sorry if I was talking a lot, but it's been a lot that I sat down and had made a video for you, and I love making videos for you. I'm really apologizing that the last 3-4 weeks I wasn't very consistent. It's not that I didn't want to be. I love filming and I really enjoy YouTube, and I'm really glad I started, and I really love interacting with you. I think this is one of my favorite things, but I just didn't feel well for a long time, I must say. The sinus infection I had, as you can hear, is still, I mean, I'm not sick anymore, but there's still some, you know, I'm still not 100% well, and I'm really exhausted. But I'm really excited that I'm put myself together and made this video for you, because I really, really wanted to make this video, because I got a lot of questions in my Yes, so in case you have any wishes or you want me to film any particular video, make sure you mention it down below. Also, what is your favorite fragrance for women that makes you feel ultra feminine and ultra yourself? Make sure you put it down below. Also, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to put the ring bell button on so you get notified whenever I post a new video, and I see you next time.